My name is Shannon Bingham, and I am your 2023 Mrs. Nebraska International. When I think of my journey to Mrs. International, there are 5 things that have influenced my path: faith, family, fitness, my career, and giving back. Living a life of purpose drives me, and I love giving back to my community of Omaha. In 2015, I married a driven and passionate man. Kurt jumped right into being a stepdad for my 2 boys, Seth and Ian, and after being married for only 2 months, we became pregnant with our youngest, Cora. He co-owns a successful locksmith company with 2 metropolitan locations. I always knew I wanted to have kids, but for me, pregnancy was going to be harder to achieve than most, due to medical issues that led to 8 years of infertility, leading to 3 miscarriages. Shortly after attending classes at the Nebraska Children's Home Society, we were chosen by an amazing birth mom and family, and our oldest child, Seth, was born and joined our family in 2007. His sweet story made the cover of Adoptive Families magazine in 2011. Within a year, I discovered I was pregnant with my second son, Ian. I have continued to support NCHS with fundraisers and have made appearances on TV sharing my story. As a family, we adore traveling, and all of us play a sport or 2. And I was blessed to run my first 5K with my dad and my sister in 2022. We also love jumping in our RV and taking off and hitting the road. I grew up in a small town in Iowa, and with the support of my wonderful parents, I moved to Omaha, where I still reside, to go to cosmetology school. When I was just 26 years old, I opened my first salon, and nearly 20 years later, with the same business partner, Nikki, we have recently expanded to almost 30 employees, added a new boutique, and fulfilled my dream of adding a photography area since I'm also a photographer. We strive to impact the community by holding fundraisers, donating to organizations, and volunteering. In 2012, I received the Beyond the Sheer Award for my philanthropic work. Recently, I was able to give back to my hometown by sharing my Designing Your Life presentation to a group of high school students. My professional mantra is that I desire to upgrade and impact the industry that I love. For 2 decades as a national educator and platform artist, I've had the opportunity to educate on stage in classrooms throughout the United States, developing teams, freelance classes, and facilitating virtual speaking events. I am still behind the chair with a full clientele and have devised a training program to assist my new staff on their journey to success. In 2019, I was appointed to the Nebraska State Board of Cosmetology, which I currently serve as their vice chair. On several occasions, I've had the opportunity to testify in front of a committee of senators in regards to certain pieces of legislation that might impact my industry. At the heart of all of this is my faith. I volunteer twice a month in the children's ministry department at my church, leading the service, and have even directed a street ministry dance team. As Mrs. International, I will continue to focus on my platform of adoption, educating about adoption as an option, and sharing my ideas for solutions to challenges that parents may face post-adoption. My name is Shannon Bingham, and I am your 2023 Mrs. Nebraska International.